recipe I'm about to show you is for shrimp primavera with zoodles. We're going to use zucchini, a variety of vegetables. I have bell peppers, broccoli, asparagus, carrots. You can use any vegetables you like. These are just the ones we like in it, and what's relatively seasonal. We also have, for seasoning, some green onion, lemon, oregano, Parmesan cheese, minced garlic, and black pepper. And of course, our bag of shrimp. First thing we're going to do is chop up our vegetables. Asparagus, just take a couple of good chops at it. You don't want to eat the bases, but I put mine in this bag and then put it in the freezer to make soup. When I get it full of vegetable scraps, then I use it to make soup, and I'll show you guys that too. Alright, I've cut some of this broccoli off. We don't need the whole thing, so I'm not going to cut up the whole thing, because I think it keeps better when it's not breached by a knife, for lack of a better word. And this is going to have a lot of vegetables in it. And like I said before, use the vegetables that your family likes, the ones that you guys will eat. Maybe get experimental and try something new. Never know what you like until you try it. A little more broccoli. Now, our bell peppers. I'm just going to use the tops of these peppers because the bases are going to be used for something else. I have a stuffed pepper recipe that I'm going to make in a later video, and that's where the bottoms are going. The goal is to get as much color in this as possible. That's why I went with the multicolored of the peppers. And they say, eat the rainbow, so we're going to get as much color and variety in here as we can. I'm going to cut these in almost like a julienne style. Just kind of strips. And toss them in there. these are already cut in like a ruffles zigzag kind of pattern. So I'm just going to give some of them a rough chop. There's no exact measurement on how many different vegetables or what kinds you want. See how colorful that is? Beautiful. The next thing we're going to do is spiralize some zucchini, because that's going to take the place of our pasta in this dish, because it's going to be low carb and really good for you. I use my veggie bullet. Some people have hand crank ones that they use. Use whatever you have. Personally, love my bullet. Okay, so just give you an example of what this is going to do. Just a little mushroom bit out, that's what we call it, the mushroom. But don't worry. It's going in the soup container for later. And what this does, just show you really quick, is it cuts them into like pasta. See? And that's going to be our pasta for this dish. And keep it light, healthy, and low carb. Now we have oodles of zoodles. We're almost ready to start cooking. What we have is our jumbo shrimp. It's thawed out. It's easy peel, is what they call it, because it's clean down the back. You just have to peel it off, give the tail a pinch, and it's good. No grossness to deal with. Every now and then you get one that is. Pinch the tail. These are pretty good size, so I'll probably cut them in half after I'm done, after they're cooked. A little bit of minced garlic. And half of our lemon that we have for the recipe. You can use anything you like. This is just going to go with all the rest of the stuff that we're putting in it, because this is part of the dressing as well. I have my pot set up on the stove. We're going to steam our vegetables. And I'm going to steam our shrimp. We're going to steam at different times, but that's okay, because we'll be able to get the shrimp out early before it gets too done. I'm going to steam our zoodles in a microwave. So actually I'm going to microwave them, but not for long. About 3 minutes for all those, because you're not really trying to cook them so much as you're just trying to warm them up. Because if you overcook them, then they get mushy, and that's probably why a lot of people don't like zoodles. They haven't done it right. Alright, so it looks like our shrimp is done. Just going to pull it out of the steamer. It's a little Nice and pink. Not too much. Like I said, I'm going to cut these in half, maybe a little more. We'll see. Take this one off so our veggies can finish steaming. Come right along. We'll be done in a minute. And I'll check back with you. As you can see, we put our zoodles in our pan. Just got one more shrimp to cut. I just ended up cutting them in half. Spread everything in here. I'm going to put our shrimp in. Vegetables. Our lemon juice. A little oregano. Some Parmesan cheese. Cracked black pepper. And chopped green onions. And then we're just going to mix it all up. Oops. Some escapees here and there. Need a bigger pan. This is one of those things that can get away from you. It's like soup. I've never once made a little soup or a little pasta. But remember, this is zoodles, so we can eat as much of this as we want. Alright. And that is our end result. Delicious. I hope you enjoy it.